Page 107, they're introducing you to the key of G flat major. 6 flats. So all the black keys are used because there's 5 of those. And plus we got a white key. And the one we flat is the C. We use the C flat. The only natural note in it then is an F. Fingering wise, the thumb plays the white keys and the other fingers do the others. So the right hand here. And when I practice the scale in the left hand, I use the 4th finger as a turnaround finger because the 4th finger is the one that normally plays the G flat. If I keep going, I do that. Some people would just use the 2nd. I don't. I use the 4th finger on that. And the arpeggios, of course, do the arpeggios. This arpeggio is a little weird because they're all black keys, so you have to be up here. And I do 4th finger on here. I don't use 3rd. I use 4th because that is an interval of a 3rd. And here. This one is a little tricky because the black keys are narrower and you can slide off, and so it causes problems. So we have to watch our technique on this. And what I was taught to do is when I'm up here and they're all black keys, I can move my hand a little more to the side. That way I'm approaching. That gives a little more room for error because the fingers won't slide off quite so much. If you're this way, the fingers slide off. So when I play it, when it's all black keys, I'll bring my wrist down just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I don't want to be in here. Like here, I can be here, not out here. But here I want to be out here. Because I have a better chance of hitting the notes and not sliding off so much, especially if you get nervous and your fingers get slippery. Good luck with that. I have videos on this. Go do the videos on the G flat major. And I will mention that, I've mentioned this I don't know how many times, we only have, you take all the white and black keys together within an octave. There are only 12 of them. There's 7 of these and 5 of these. But when you can have up to 7 flats and 7 sharps, plus C major with 0, that's 15. How can we have 15 key signatures when we only have 12 keys to play with? And the answer is of course, as you'll probably already know, I'm going to tell you anyway, it's because 3 of them overlap. This is one of them. This G flat major is the same notes on the keyboard as F sharp major. And F sharp major has 6 sharps. So when you get to 6, it's the same notes. It's just, are you sharpening or flat? And 6 sharps, we would be F sharp, and we would sharpen everything except the B. Because here we have an E sharp, but we don't have a B. In F sharp major, we would that. And scale and fingering on the keyboard is exactly the same. So when you see a piece with 6 sharps or 6 flats, you're playing in that key. So you just read the notes and play the notes in that key. If you know the scale and you're comfortable with it, the arpeggio helps too. You don't have to worry about, which sharp is and which flat again, what is it? Just play in the key. It's really so much easier. It's kind of hard to explain, and if you're against it, I'll never be able to convince you. But I didn't understand it until I experienced it. And I actually learned to play the scales correctly. And I realized this is so much easier just to play in the key, and I don't have to worry about the key signature, that it's taken care of for me. Now at the bottom of the page there you're doing F sharp harmonic minor. We're using the parallel. Remember they start on the same key? So why is the minor F sharp, but the major is a G flat? Well, it's what I just told you. This could very well be G flat harmonic minor. An F sharp harmonic minor, that is relative to A major. A major is 3 sharps. Well, there are no flats there. They're sharps. So there is an F sharp in A major. An F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So yes, we're going to start on an F sharp here. just 3 sharps here. That's here. Get that finger? The 3 and 4 are playing the 2 black keys together on both hands here. And if you use the harmonic minor, you're going to use an E sharp. The relative or the parallel minor to F sharp major is F sharp minor. The parallel minor to G flat major is F sharp minor. We're not going to use a G flat minor. A G flat minor, that would be relative to what, a B double flat or some ridiculous thing. You got more than 7 flats involved. So it's just F sharp minor. But it's parallel to G flat or F sharp major. Either one. Makes total sense? Sure it does. And then of course they give you the arpeggios. And again here I use 4th finger. That's that finger. Finally they do that. They do the 4th finger here. Well, I do too, because it's a 3rd. It's a tricky one to play because the thumb is lower than you want to do this. So the thumb wants to be here instead of here. You gotta come down more. That's all right. I still prefer the method I use in my scale and arpeggio videos, the tremolo and trill exercises with the accents and the whole bit, to drill this into the muscle memory. It's nice to be able to play these things without having to look at the keyboard. You just feel it. It feels right.